All right. So I ended up drilling out that pesky restrictor out of my TR50. I was unfortunately not able to remove it in a clean manner, so I ended up drilling it out. This way I could use the cavity in the where the 12 gram would normally go in the handle. I could use it as a expansion tank for the HPA. So we ain't gonna be running CO2 in this handle at this point. But we're gonna dedicate this particular gun to HPA anyways, or I probably could run CO2 through the rear ASA if I had to. But we're gonna do a little test firing with the 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings and see what power numbers we have. I'm going to start off with the 800 PSI tank because now that I have that restrictor drilled out considerably, I mean, it's almost completely out of there. It was some sort of do-it-yourself, I think, restrictor that was drilled out to maybe 2 millimeters or something like that. That was put in there. There was no way I was getting that thing out without drilling it. So that's what I did. Put the gun back together. Pressurized it with 800 psi HPA, and it's holding air. Did do one test fire to make sure the bolt operated okay, dry fire, and it did. So yeah, so now let's see what 800 will do now. I know 800 the other day when I tried it, I was only getting about 25 joules with these steel ball bearings. I was doing better than that with CO2 at the time. That was with the restrictor in the handle. So we'll see what it does now. Let's go ahead and turn the GOG on and off one. All right, you can hear the bolt activate. Sounds good. And let's turn the laser on. Oh, yeah. Let's put in a magazine of 6 steel ball bearings. Everything looks good here still. Turn the laser on. Let's get the X radar ready and let's see what she does. All right, mag 1, shot 1. Tank is currently full at 3,000 psi, and again, this is the 800 psi output tank, not the 1100. We'll start with the 800 and see how that does. All right, shot 1, 12.7 millimeter, 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. (316 feet per second). That looks pretty good considering this is 800. I was doing that earlier with the restrictor in, but to get that number, I was running the 1100 psi tank. So that's pretty good for 800, I would say. All right, shot 1. Let's see what shot 2 gives us. All right, 322 feet per second. That thing's hitting hard, 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 and is loud. That's awesome. My dogs are running around like madmen up in the kitchen right now. They get a little anxious with the noise. So, shot 3, mag 1. 318 feet per second. Shot 4, mag 1. 310 feet per second. Shot 5, mag 1. 304 feet per second. Let's just make sure everything looks good. It should be one more shot, and then we'll check it out really good. Shot 6, mag 1. Another 310 feet per second. Nice and consistent. Good power numbers here. All right, so that's the first mag of steel ball bearings. That looks pretty darn good. Everything looks good. Make sure my barrel's not loosening up. My extension, tuning barrel extension still on there. Let's see. Oh, she's unloaded. Let's see what she's got left for PSI. All right, we use quite a bit though. This thing's going to be an air hog now. Very powerful air hog. We're down. We dropped from 3,000 PSI to 2,000 PSI. So that's yeah. It's kind of an air hog. I'm gonna call this a freaking air pig. This thing's a pig now. Pig on air, but it's all right because air's cheap, right? It just costs a little electricity. We'll top it off if we need to. All right, let's do another mag. I mean, do I really need to do another mag, or should I swap it out and try the 1100 bottle? See what the heck we're getting. Yeah, let's swap it out. Why not? All right, let's turn this off. And degas out of here. All right. Wipe up the mess of oil. I did spray a bunch of silicone oil in the handle before I threw the cap back on. Let's turn this off for a second. All right, should be able to unscrew this now. There we go. All right, so that was the 800 PSI tank. Impressed with that. That is so much better. So much better. Night and day better than that 800 PSI tank was doing when I tried it at first with the restrictor in the handle. I mean, night and day difference. I was only getting maybe 25 joules, I think I was saying. With the same ammunition, the 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings, the heavies. All right, this tank is, I filled this up earlier today to 3,000 PSI, and we're right around 21 now, and I don't, did I shoot with this today? Oh, I did. Okay, I did. All right. Trying to figure out if this thing's losing air. All right, I got about 2,100 PSI in this. Let's see what this 1,100 PSI tank will do. Let's see what it'll do. That's right, I was shooting earlier with this. I forgot it was this tank because I couldn't get the 800 to do anything good. So I was, but the 800's working good now. Now we'll see. All right, we got good bolt operation. I didn't seat the tank all the way down. It's good and snug. And it's passing air pressure, so let me just straighten this out a little bit. All right, we are going to try 1,100 PSI, which I was shooting earlier today, 1,100 PSI when I was shooting through the 3/4 inch pine board, and cracking that all the crap. So now we're going to try the steel ball bearings at 1,100 PSI with no restrictor in the handle. And we'll see what we get for numbers on this now. So we're gonna say mag 2, shot 1, 1100 psi, 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. Shot 1. Holy freaking crap, man. Are you kidding me? Freaking kidding me? 396 feet per second. That thing hit hard. That was insane. Hence the smile on my face. Holy crap. I would say this thing's probably going to have some nice range once I get it, once we dig out of this snowstorm and spring ever shows up. I can get to the range and see what kind of distance and accuracy I can get out of this. Anyways, 396, shot 1. I am tearing up that archery material now. Holy crap. Here we go, shot 2. I'm not going to try to hit it all in the same spot because I'm afraid I'm going to go through this stuff. All right, mag 2, shot 2. Man, it's crazy. 370 feet per second. All right, here's shot 3. Wow, 402 feet per second. I threw a bunch of silicone oil in here, so our hot shots are coming a little later that are at the beginning. 402. I think that was shot 3. Should be shot 4 coming up. $396 feet per second. And I think this is shot 4. Shot 4. Another 400 feet per second. Awesome. 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 All right. Shot 5 or 6. I'm losing track of freaking count here. All right. This is either 5 or 6. Actually, I way lost count. I'm so excited about this, I can't even count. All right. So I guess we were out. Actually, we weren't out. I had 1 round left in there. All right. And a lot of oil in there. It's slinging oil everywhere. Oh yeah, it was slinging oil. I wanted to make sure it was good and lubricated, and she sure is. Slinging some oil. Anyways, yeah. What do I have left? There's no ammo in it. Let me turn it around. I got a little, looks like about 1400 PSI left. So I could keep shooting, but I'm going to cut this video so it's not so long. I can upload it. I'll put the numbers, I'll edit them into the video. Yeah, best thing I ever did was taking this restrictor out. I'll dedicate this to HPA. That's fine. That's just fine. If I want to really shoot CO2, I can always put it through the back. I can rig it up that way. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Peace out.